In this video, I will carefully go through and explain the index law for powers. This law allows us to raise the power of an expression to another power. To start, let us refresh our memory of indices and look at the expression 5 to the power of 3 or 5 cubed. Well, as we know, 5 is our base number and 3 is our index or our power. When we expand this out, we get 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. But what do we do to get this, right? So we expanded out our base number by itself, which in this case is 5, multiplied by itself. How many times? 3, because our index number is 3. Similarly, if we looked at 7 squared, or 7 to the power 2, we get, what's inside the brackets? 7, our base number, multiplied by itself, how many times? 2, because it's 7 squared, or 7 to the power of 2. Okay, so now let's look at the example of 5 to the power 3, or 5 cubed, all to be squared. What we're going to do first is we're going to find out what everything is in the brackets. So in this case it's 5 to the power 3, or 5 cubed. Well, we know from the previous slide that we just did that 5 to the power 3, or 5 cubed, is equal to 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. So now when we rewrite our expression, we have 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 all to be squared. Rewriting 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 squared, we will get the expression inside the brackets multiplied by itself. So it's 5 multiplied by 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 5. Again, rewriting this more simply, we can write it as 5 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 to the power of 6. So we have figured out that 5 to the power of 3, all to be squared, is equal to 5 to the power of 6. Let us look at one more example. So in this case we have 7 to the power 2, or 7 squared, and this is all, everything inside the bracket, to be cubed. So let's take 7 squared first. Well, we know that 7 squared, or 7 to the power 2, is equal to 7 multiplied by 7 from an earlier slide. Rewriting 7 squared all to the power of 3, we get 7 multiplied by 7 all to be cubed. Like any indices, we can expand this out to get 7 multiplied by 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 7. We expanded everything in the brackets out to the power of 3, so 3 times. This can then be written as 7 to the power of 6. Looking at our examples, we can see that when we multiply the indices together, we get our third index. So, if we multiply 3 by 2 here, we get the indices for a third, which is equal to 6. Similarly, in the second one, when we multiply these two out, we get our third. So 2 multiplied by 3 gives us 6. So it would be 7 to the power of 6. This leads us on to our general rule. Our general rule states that a number a to the power of m, all to the power of n, is equal to a to the power of m multiplied by n. So, to give an example, if we had 6 to the power of 4 all to the power of 5, this would be equal to a, which is 6 to the power of 4 multiplied by 5. So it's 6 to the power of 4 multiplied by 5, which is 20.